Hi, I'm Holly. Welcome to Dirty Moms Yoga. Thank you for joining me today. If you are a returner to Dirty Moms, thank you for coming back. If you are new, welcome. There are a lot of different videos, a lot of different styles on this page, and I welcome you to explore it. As usual, on any YouTube page, please make sure you subscribe, like, share it with all of your friends and family. Give me a thumbs up or some comments. I always like to see those as well. Today's class is going to be focused on back pain. With back pain, there's going to be some core strengthening, and core for me is three-dimensional. It's not just what you see, those six-pack abs. I don't have them. They're in there, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to strengthen your low back. We need to get deeper within those transverse abdominis, those obliques, and then also those muscles in the back of our body as well. So we're going to work on all of that to help you with some of that low back pain. With that, we do have a couple prop options for you. I am sitting on a pillow off my couch. That is always something good to start with if you're going to be in a seated position, which I always begin this way. Blocks are always welcomed. Books or anything that's going to add some height to you if you can't reach your hands to the floor. Blocks are your friends. I also have a strap nearby. Straps are good. You can use a belt. You can use the strap from your robe if you've got a robe. You could use that as well. That can help with some of the poses that we're going to do today. With that, I think that's all you need. So bring your heart, bring your soul, and let's get started, okay? So find a nice comfortable seated position. Move the fleshy parts of your tush out of the way, feeling those sitting bones rooting down into the earth. Gently close those eyes. Feel length out of your spine and bring your chin parallel to the floor. Take a nice deep breath in and open mouth exhale. Let everything go. Any expectations that you have, release them. Deep breath in again. Exhale and let it go. From here, we're going to do a little breathing or a little pranayama, a little focusing on our breath. And we're going to bring all the energy into our core today. So if you'd like, you can place a hand on your abdominals, on that belly. And then you can place your hand on your low back as well. You can even come onto those obliques, those sides of your torso. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Take a big deep breath in, fill up the belly, feel the hand rise with the inhale, and exhale. Feel the hand fall with the exhale, focusing on drawing that navel to your spine, and then you'll hear me throughout class say in and up with your navel. So not only are we drawing our navel to our spine, we're drawing it up towards that rib cage to really engage that core. Again, deep breath in, feel the belly rise, and exhale, draw that navel in and up. Take a couple breaths on your own this way, sending that breath to your belly, and exhaling, drawing that navel in and up. Once you feel that you've explored that, focus now on sending that belly into the hand that's on your back. This is a little bit harder for some people to feel. Just send that energy. Deep breath in. That belly is still going to rise, focusing on sending some of that energy and breath to the back body, that low spine. And when you exhale, draw that navel in and up. Again, deep breath in. Feel that energy, feel that breath come into that low back. Belly still, bulbous is out. Exhale, draw that navel in and up. Take a few rounds on your own. Explore this new breathing pattern that you may be trying out. And once you've done that, try sending it three-dimensionally, front and back, and then even to the sides of your torso as well. Placing your hands where maybe you need a little extra energy sent to. Feel the whole torso, the belly, the low back fill up with air, and exhale, draw everything in like a corset is cinching it in and drawing that navel in and up. Inhale, expand. Exhale, draw everything in and up. Inhale, expand. Exhale, draw that navel in and up. Feel that corset cinching everything in. Release your hands and just allow your breath to come naturally. Throughout class today, I want you to really focus on that breath, feeling the full inhales and the exhales, and sending that energy into the areas that feel it may need a little bit extra love today. From here, slowly blink your eyes open. Find a nice smile on your face. You can remove any props that you have, or you can, I invite you to keep those props underneath your hips if you have a little bit tighter hamstrings as well. From here, reach that right leg out, far out in front of you. Flex those toes back, and left foot presses nice and firmly either above the knee, along the calf, or if you're not quite there in your flexibility, even just out to the side, keep that foot flexed. So find your comfort level. Hip bones are squared to the short edge in the front of your mat. Feel length out of your spine. Exhale and forward fold over that leg, head to knee pose, Janu Shirshasana. Draw the shoulder blades, melt them down away from your ears. Feel a nice stretch in the back of that right leg, maybe even a little bit in the left hip if you're tighter in those areas. Feel length even out of your neck. If you're looking up, I encourage you to look down just a little bit, maybe out in front of you, to feel the length, the natural curvature in the back of that neck. One more deep breath in. Exhale, slowly walk yourself up, keeping those hip bones facing the short edge on the front of your mat. Slowly twist over towards that bent knee. Inhale, find length, and we're just going to do a Janu Shirshasana variation. We're going to reach for that big toe. You can take peace fingers if you are able to reach and wrap them right around that big toe. Open up that left arm and reach up and over, a little rainbow arch. Feel the length out of the left side body. If you're not able to reach that foot, that's okay. You can even just have your hand resting on the floor. Nice deep breath in. Exhale. Reach the fingertips long. Keep the shoulders away from your ears. Deep breath in. Exhale. Draw that navel in and up. Feel length out of the right side body. Inhale. Slowly come up. Exhale, release to the other side. Left leg comes long down in front of you. Right leg now, sole of your foot is pressing firmly into that inner thigh on the left, or the calf, or it's just resting out to the side, wherever your comfort is. Hip bones are facing to the front short edge of your mat. Toes and feet are flexed, shoulders melting down your back. Take a deep breath in. Feel length out of your spine. Exhale and forward fold. Janu Shirshasana, head to knee pose over that left leg. This side's a little tighter for me. Feels nice and good. So I'm going to take a deep breath in, and I'm going to send the energy to the back of my left leg. Continue to feel length out of the back of the neck. Don't look up. Neck is an extension of the spine. Melt those shoulders down and draw your navel in and up. Only go as far as is comfortable. If you feel any pain in the back of your knee, back off just a little bit. One more deep breath in. Exhale and slowly walk yourself back up. Twist over towards that right bent knee. Feel length out of your spine. Peace fingers, if you're able to reach towards that big toe, left big toe, wrap it around so you can pull yourself closer, or just place your hand on the mat. Right arm reaches up, feel length out of both sides of your torso, and rainbow arch right on over towards that left leg, feeling a nice stretch in the right side body. Shoulders are melting away from your ears. Draw that navel in and up and feel length out of the left side body. One more deep breath in. Exhale, reach a little further. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, release out. Move any props out of your way. We're going to go to wide-legged forward fold, a little dynamic, strengthening into the low back. Again, you can continue sitting on a height. If your back of your legs are a little short, feel free to also bend those knees. There's nothing wrong with that. That is still yoga. It is still beneficial for you. So think about pressing the backs of the thighs, the backs of the legs into the earth. Feel length out of your spine. Draw those toes towards your nose. Inhale, clasp those hands behind your head and press your head into your hands. Feeling length to draw the low ribs in. Inhale. Exhale, you're going to bow forward only as far as is comfortable. Don't arch your back. Keep that navel drawing in and up. Inhale and come on up. Exhale, forward fold over. Keep pressing the back of the head into your hands and inhale, come on up. Keep that navel drawing in and out. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. It's a nice little low back strengthening. Let's go one more. Forward fold over. Inhale, up. Release those hands. Reach out in front of you for a nice wide-legged forward fold. Deep breath in. Continue to press those thighs into the earth. Draw those toes back. Melt those shoulders away from your ears. Inhale. Exhale. See if you go a little bit deeper. Really working the back of the legs, the inner thighs, those adductors. Opening those up. Help the pelvis. Helping the pelvis helps the low back. Slowly walk yourself back up. Swing those legs around and find yourself in a nice tabletop position. Hands and wrists are right underneath your shoulders. Knees are right underneath your hips. Toes are untucked, pressing the tops of the feet firmly into the mat. Draw that navel in and up and feel length out of the sacrum all the way through to the crown of your head. From here, kick the right leg back, tuck those toes under, and feel length out of that heel. This is step one. If that feels comfortable for you, take that left hand, tent it up just in front of the hand where you were placed, up towards the short edge of your mat, keeping the hip bones facing down towards the ground. Continue to draw the navel in and up. Now feel free to stay here, or if you'd like a little bit more challenge, if you're ready, rotate that left thumb up towards the ceiling and lift the arm up next to your ear. Firmly press the right hand down into your mat. Left foot is pressing firmly down into the ground. Inhale the right leg up so that they're both off the mat, balancing, and really engage that core. If this feels good, reach a little bit higher. Exhale and try to kiss that knee to your elbow, arching the back, or not arching, rounding the back, and then inhale, open up wide. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, open it on up. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, open up. Let's go one more time. Inhale, kiss that elbow to your knee. Draw that navel in and up, and open it back up. Replace that hand in your knee into your tabletop position. Inhale, drop the core to the floor, look on up for a cow. Exhale. Really round that spine, pressing in between those shoulder blades, drawing the navel through your spine up to the ceiling. Inhale, look up. Exhale and cat. Take a few rounds of these, just loosening up the spine. Let's do one more. Make sure you complete your round. And then find yourself back in your tabletop position. Hands are firmly planted into the mat. Tops of the feet are firmly pressing into the ground. Left foot, kick back, tuck those toes under, feel the length out of the heel. Left hand is firmly planted into your mat, and then tent the right hand just in front of where you were. Hip bones are facing down towards the floor. If this is feeling good, rotate that right thumb up towards the ceiling and bring the bicep right next to your ear. If you're still feeling good and you want to keep going, Feel free to stay where you are if not. Otherwise, lift that left leg up, firmly press down the right top of the foot into the ground for balance. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, kiss that elbow to your knee. Inhale, expand out. Exhale, draw that elbow to your knee. Inhale. Exhale, curl it on in. Feel the nice roundedness in the spine. Inhale one more time. Exhale, kiss that elbow in. And then place that hand back down into tabletop position. From here, inhale, look over towards the left side. A little side body stretch, a variation of cat-cow. Exhale, come to the other side. If this doesn't feel comfortable for you, feel free to stick with the traditional cat-cow. Keep going side to side, wagging the tail. Let's do one more. Make sure you complete your round. Come back into your neutral tabletop position. Tuck those toes. Actually, no, I want to show you something. I just learned this, and it's a really cool trick into finding out your hand placement for down dog. Come up where your fingers are, peel your hand up, wherever your middle finger is, replace your palm there and open up your hands forward. And then on the other hand, same thing. Come up onto that middle finger, place your palm, and move your hand forward. From here now, rotate those biceps forward towards short edge of your mat. Tuck those toes and slowly lift those hips up towards the ceiling for downward facing dog. Did that work for you? I love that. I just learned that in a class. This is why I love taking classes from other people. You learn really neat little tricks. Bend those knees deeply if you feel like you can't lift that sacrum up to the sky. Draw those lower ribs in, and then you can even take a walk, dropping one heel down at a time, opening up the calves, warming up the ankles. Find yourself back in your neutral position. Bend those knees deeply. Really lift that sacrum, those sitting bones up towards the sky. Rotate those biceps next to your ear. Inhale, come high on your toes. Look between your hands and walk your feet to your hands for forward fold, Uttanasana. Hip width distance apart, I recommend for low back tightness or pain. And a good way to gauge that are take two fists, place them between your feet, right at the ball mounts of your big toes. You should be nice and snug and firm. That would be hip width distance for you. Bend those knees if you need to. If you're not able to reach down, use those blocks. Allow the head to fall long, feeling length out of the front body. Bend those knees nice and generously. You can even allow your stomach to rest on those thighs. Let everything go. Lots of variations in Uttanasana. Forward fold. You can sway back and forth. You could grab either elbow and sway your torso. Opening up the backs of the legs can really help with low back pain. Find yourself back into the neutral position. Bend those knees deeply and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, with your head being the last thing that comes up. Roll those shoulders up, back, and down, and open up the palms to the front of your mat. Tadasana. From here, we're going to do a little foot strengthening. Also taking this from the class I just took. I've known it, I just kind of forgot about it. From here, look down at your toes. Lift all 10 toes off the mat. Did your pinky come with it? Some people have a hard time bringing their pinky toes off the mat. Lift up. Really feel the engagement on your arch of your inner arch of your feet. Lift. Some people have falling arches that can cause disruption throughout your body. Go ahead and spread them wide and slowly lower them down, one toe at a time, with your big toes being last if you can. From here, see if you can lift just your big toe up off the mat. Keep those other toes down. This is a little bit easier for some people. Were you able to do it? Go ahead and release that big toe. Now, can you lift just your pinky toe? I can't do just the pinky toe, but I can push on these toes down. It's kind of harder still. And I can lift up my right pinky toe if I push those toes down. But that left pinky toe, it doesn't want to do it. But I'm going to keep working with my brain to body connection. And eventually, the more I work at this, I can lift that pinky toe up. Go ahead and release that toe down. Lift all 10 toes up again. Really work that pinky up. Now go ahead and drop the big toe down and keep those other toes up, all of your other 4 toes. Can you do it? This is kind of fun. I hope you enjoyed as much as I do. Now, lift that toe back up and drop down the other toes, keeping your big toe up. Can you do that? That one I can do. You can even play and do reps if you want and go back and forth. Okay, shake it out. Those are really good exercises that you can do at home. You can do it anytime. There's so many different variations that you can do by strengthening your feet, but strengthening those feet, strengthening those inner arches so they don't fall down, helps to engage the inner line of our body, those inner thighs, the inner calves even, helps with our pelvis, helps with our body alignment, and can help our spine, which in turn helps our low back. So let's keep moving forward, shall we? Open up the palms to the front of your mat. Inhale those arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Use those blocks or bend those knees if you need to. Send your breath and your energy to the areas that are feeling tight. Inhale, come half up. Push into your blocks or push into your shins, squeezing those shoulder blades together like you're squeezing a pencil between them. Feel length out of the crown through the sacrum of your spine, just like you did in tabletop position. Draw that navel in and up. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Plant those hands. Step the right foot back. Step the left foot back into a nice high plank. If this is challenging for you, feel free to drop those knees down. Hug those shoulder blades together. Deep breath in. Exhale, draw that navel in and up. One more deep breath in. Exhale and push yourself into downward facing dog. Drop those heels down. Lift the sitting bones up towards the sky. Lift those kneecaps up. Draw that navel in and up. And really push into those hands. Firmly feel the thumb and the first finger pressing into the mat. That'll help protect your wrists. From here, you can do this in down dog, or if that is a little more challenging, you can always come down into tabletop position as well. And we're just going to do circles into the hip on the right leg. Circle one way, just warming up the hip, and then circling the other way. Again, if it's too hard in downward facing dog, feel free to go into tabletop position. Switch sides. Left leg, make big circles with that knee. A few times in one way and then reverse that direction. Lubricating the joints. Come back into your downward facing dog. If you're in tabletop position, see if you can meet us here if you'd like. Inhale the right leg high, keeping those toes down towards the mat. Exhale, draw that knee into the right elbow. Place the knee just behind the right wrist. And slowly walk the back leg down into a pigeon pose. Toes are activated by pointing down in a nice diagonal. Pelvis is parallel to the short edge of your front of your mat. Now, if this is too challenging for you, take a block or take a pillow and you can sit it right underneath the right hip. Another option is for the back knee, you can always place it on top of a blanket. Feel a nice stretch on the right hip, maybe in the left hip flexors. Feel length out of the front body. Exhale, if you are willing and wanting to, go ahead and allow your chest to fall down. Forward fold over that bent knee. Continue to feel like sending the breath three-dimensionally into your core, front, back, and the sides. Continue to bring the right hip bone back, left hip bone forward to keep them square to the front short edge of your mat. Slowly roll over into that right hip. Bring those legs around right in front of you, Paschimottanasana. Flex those toes. Take a deep breath in, feel length, and exhale, forward fold over those legs. You can take your peace fingers over those toes if you can reach them, or you can even use your strap. Place them around the ball mounts, and then you can pull yourself forward this way. I always like showing variations for everybody. Yoga can be for everybody. You just need to know all the different variations. There's so many of them. Each teacher has their own little niche, their own little tools that they like to use. But you'll see a lot of similarities in all the classes too. Take one more deep breath in. Feel length out of that front body. Forward fold just a little bit more. Go ahead and release out. Hug that right knee into your chest. Place the foot on the floor if you are able to. Feel length out of that spine. Deep breath in. Exhale. From here, keep a hold of that knee and slowly roll back. Hug that knee into your chest. Left leg stays long. You can continue to do this with your head resting on the floor, or really engage that core no matter where you're going to place your head. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Lift the left leg long. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and switch your legs. Hugging the left knee in, right leg comes long. Inhale, exhale, and switch. Exhale and switch. Inhale, deep breath in. Exhale and switch. Draw that navel in and switch. And switch. And switch. Let's do one more because I lost count. One more. Hug both knees into your chest. Exhale and slowly lower yourself back down to your mat. Allow the feet to come to your mat. Let's shift down here. We're going to go into bridge dynamically. So feel those heels. Take a block if you need to. And squeeze it long ways in between your thighs. From here, really lift the pubic bone in and up. Lift the navel in and up. Lift the pubic bone up to the ceiling. Press into the feet. Arms come up overhead. Push into those feet as far as you can. Exhale and roll down. Pelvis is the last thing to touch. Inhale, Satu Bandha, bridge pose. Inhale up. Exhale, come on down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's do one more. Continue to squeeze that block with those inner thighs. Inhale up. And exhale down. Remove that block. Allow the knees to touch, opening the feet as wide as your mat. A little rest for the low spine. Hug those knees in, and we're going to do a rock and roll. So curl yourself in as tight as you can. Hug either the hamstrings or the tops of those shins, and slowly roll yourself up. Using that core, push yourself up to a forward fold. Feet hip width distance apart. So you can use those fists if you need to check. Allow the head to fall long. Inhale, come half up, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Use those blocks underneath your hands if you need to. Feel free to generously bend those knees. Feel the length out of the back of the spine, or the back of the legs. What? Press into those shins. Come up halfway. Ardha Uttanasana. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Draw the navel in and up. Feel length from the crown of your head out the sacrum. Inhale one more time. Exhale, forward fold. Plant those hands. Step the left foot back. And then the right foot into a nice high plank, or drop those knees. Inhale. Exhale. Draw that navel in and up. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Draw that navel in and up. Deep breath in. Push into those hands. Lift the sacrum high and come into downward facing dog. Drop those heels down. Lift the sacrum high. Firmly press into those hands like little suction cups into the floor, focusing on the thumb and the first finger.
From here, feel free to do this in down dog or come down into your tabletop position. Left leg comes up and just little hip circles, drawing big circles with that left knee this time. One way and then the other, just lubricating those joints. When that feels good, go ahead and switch sides. A few times one way and then the other way. Everybody meet in downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, draw the knee into your nose, placing the knee just behind the left wrist, and walk that right leg back. Using a block or a pillow, if you can't come all the way down, if it's too intense in that left hip, place that right underneath that hip. Firmly plant the top of the right foot down into the mat, using a blanket under your knee if necessary. Square off those hips to the short edge of the front of your mat. Feel length out of your spine. Really lift that pubic bone up. Draw the navel in and up. Activate that right foot by pointing it down. And if this feels good, if you want, go ahead and come on down a little bit over that knee, continuing to square off those hips to the short edge of the front of your mat. Inhale and send that energy and that breath all sides of your torso. Watch that neck. Don't allow the neck to fall. Feel length out of the neck. Neck is an extension of your spine. One more deep breath in. Exhale, rolling over towards that bent leg, towards that left hip. Swing those legs around. Bring them out front, flex those toes back, and either use your strap or piece fingers around those big toes for a nice deep forward fold over those legs. Feel the length out of the front body. Bend those knees if you need to. No pain behind those knees. Engage those thighs by lifting the kneecaps up. Melt the shoulders down away from your ears. One more big deep breath in. Exhale, slowly release out and draw that left knee towards your chest, planting the foot down into the mat. Puff up that chest, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale and slowly roll down, keeping that knee to your chest. Right leg is nice and long. Now you can do this keeping your head and neck and shoulders down on the mat. Or if you'd like, lift it up. Engage that core, drawing the navel in and up. Lift up the bottom leg. Deep breath in. Exhale, hug the right knee in and lengthen the left. Inhale, exhale and switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Let's do one more. Inhale, exhale, switch. Hug both knees into your chest. Allow the head, neck, and shoulders to relax down. Plant the feet down into your mat. Take that block if you'd like. Squeeze it between your thighs. I always recommend this for anybody. It really does keep your knees in alignment with your hips. Take your fingers, tickle the backs of your heels. Make sure you can feel them. Lift the navel in and up. Lift up that pubic bone. Press into your feet. Arms come up overhead for Setu Bandha, bridge pose. Inhale and exhale. Slowly come down. Sacrum is the last to touch. Inhale up and exhale down. Again, press firmly into those feet. Inhale up. Squeeze that block. Exhale down. Let's do one more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Remove that block. Bring the feet as wide as your mat and allow your knees to touch. Hug those knees into your chest. Apanasana. Curl the head, neck, and shoulders up, and then slowly rock and roll all the way up, or make your way to standing in any way you need to. For Uttanasana, I almost fell over myself. Check the feet hip width distance. Use those knuckles if you need to. Inhale, come half up. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. How are you doing? Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come half up. Squeeze those shoulders together. Draw that navel in and up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Plant those hands. Step the right foot back and then the left foot. High plank or drop those knees. Inhale. Exhale, draw that navel in like a corset. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, push yourself into downward facing dog. We're going to take out the hip circles. So really work on your downward facing dog. Feeling those heels drop towards the mat and lift that sacrum nice and high. Push into those hands. Firmly plant the thumb and the first finger to protect those wrists. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale and allow that knee to come behind the right wrist. Walk yourself back for pigeon. See how it feels the second round. Square off the hips to the front of your mat. Take a pillow or a block and place it underneath the right hip if necessary. Feel length. Don't just dump down into it. Really engage yourself. Actively bring the right hip bone back, left hip bone forward. Lift the pubic bone if you're feeling a little pinch in that low spine. If you're feeling good, come on down. If you're feeling really good, you can come all the way down. Everybody has different bodies. Everybody has different limits. Go to what is your limit. What feels good to me may not feel good to you, and vice versa. One more deep breath in. Exhale, slowly walk yourself back up. Sit over onto that right hip and swing those legs forward. Use your strap if you need to. Otherwise, take a deep breath in. Exhale, grab onto those big toes. See if you can reach them, or you can even grab those shins and pull yourself closer. Head and neck is an extension of your spine. Feel the length out of the front body. Draw the shoulders away from your ears. Deep breath in. Exhale, draw that navel in and up. Slowly walk yourself up. Right leg hugs into the chest. Plant that foot down. Deep breath in. Exhale, slowly lower yourself. Curl on in. Slowly go down as easily as possible. It's a little more difficult for myself. And if you were able to lift your head up last time, try this time. If you weren't, go ahead and stay down. We are going to keep our ab work. Core nice and strong. Lift those shoulders, head, neck, and leg up. Inhale, exhale, switch. 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 One more. Inhale, exhale, switch. Hug both knees into your chest. Allow the feet to come down. We're going to go into static bridge pose this time, Setu Bandha. Hug that block in. Make sure you can tickle those heels. You can work your shoulders underneath yourself to really puff up and open up the chest. Draw that navel up, really push into those feet. Lift the pubic bone up to the sky. You can either robot your arms by really pressing the triceps into the mat, opening up the chest, or you can clasp the hands underneath yourself, wiggle those shoulders over underneath a little bit more. Really press into those feet, release the glutes, and continue to lift the pubic bone and engage that core. It's a little difficult, but you can do it. Deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze that block. Draw that navel in and up. One more deep breath in. Exhale, slowly lower yourself down. Feet as wide as your mat. Allow your knees to come together to touch. Allow the low back to rest. Hug those knees to your chest. Rock and roll back up. It's kind of like you're on a swing. Engage your shins into your hands or the hamstrings into your hands till you rock all the way up pushing yourself up into forward fold. Inhale, come half up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. Deep breath in. And exhale. Check back in with yourself. Check back in with your feet. We moved on. How are you feeling with that? Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come half up. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Feel length out of the spine. Draw that navel in and up. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Plant those hands. Step the left foot back and then the right foot. Stand high plank or drop those knees. Deep breath in. Exhale, draw the navel in and up. Inhale. Draw the navel in and up. One more deep breath in. Exhale, push into those hands into downward facing dog. Lift up those kneecaps. Drop those heels down. Rotate the biceps next to your ears. Inhale the left leg high, toes and pelvis down towards the mat. Exhale, draw that knee to nose, placing the knee just behind the left wrist. Walk that right leg back for pigeon. Place that block underneath the left hip if necessary. Draw the shoulders away from your ears. Lift the pubic bone up. Continue to activate that left foot. The top of the right foot is pressing firmly into the top of the mat. This is feeling good. You can go down just a little bit. Work your way into stages. Continue to actively bring the left hip bone back, right hip bone forward. If this is still feeling good, go ahead and come all the way down. Continue to breathe into that low back, into the side bodies, and into the navel center. One more deep breath in. Exhale, slowly walk yourself back up. Shift on over towards that left hip and swing those legs out front. Paschimottanasana. Flex those feet back. Inhale and reach for those big toes if you can. Actively engage that navel in and up. Exhale, forward fold, feeling length out of the back of the neck. Walk yourself on up, hug that left knee in, plant that foot down. From here, you know what to do now. Slowly roll yourself down, keep that control, keep that navel in and up. Right leg stays long. Whatever you did on one side, try to do on the other. Inhale the shoulders up, off the mat, lift the right leg up. Inhale, exhale, switch, really draw that navel in and switch. Inhale and switch, exhale. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Let's do one more each leg. Inhale, exhale, switch, and switch. Hug both knees into your chest. Relax the chest, neck, and shoulders. Allow those feet to come down toward your mat. Take that block, hug it between your inner thighs. Tickle those heels and work your shoulders up underneath yourself. Draw that navel in and up. Push into those feet. Lift the pubic bone all the way up to Sattu Bandha. You can wiggle those arms underneath yourself or firmly press the triceps in to puff up that chest. Press the triceps down to puff up the chest. Oh, goodness. If you clasped your hands before, try again, but maybe try and see if you can put the other thumb on top. It'll feel a little awkward. That's okay. Firmly press the forearms into the mat. Draw the navel in and up and really squeeze that block. Allow your tushy to relax. Lift that pubic bone. Push into those feet. Let's hold here for 2 more breaths. One more. And then slowly lower yourself down. Release the block. Allow your feet to come as wide as your mat and allow the big Allow your knees to touch. Hug those knees into your chest, Apanasana. Roll them around, give a nice little massage to the low back, into the sacrum. Go one way a few times and then the other way. If you have that strap nearby or if you feel like you need it, go ahead and grab it. Allow the left leg to fall long and down. Hug the right leg in. Take that strap, place it around the right ball mound of your foot, and kick that foot up towards the sky. Grab the strap as close to the foot as you can and then pull down. Feel free to bend that knee if you need to. Otherwise, feel the length out of the back of the knee. Engage that left leg by pulling those toes back, making sure they're pointing up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, take both ends of that strap into the left leg and allow that leg to fall over towards the left. A little stretch into the IT band, a nice little twist into the spine. Go only as far as is comfortable. Continue to flex those toes back. Inhale. Bring yourself back up to center. Bring both tails into the right hand and then open up towards the right side, taking the left hand placed on top of the left hip just to continue to picture yourself and imagine yourself planting that left hip down into the mat. Inhale the leg back up to center. Release the strap and allow the leg to fall long. Shake it out and see if you can feel the difference between both legs. Activate that right leg long. Hug that left knee into your chest. Take that strap, place it around the ball mount of the left foot and kick that foot up towards the ceiling. Bend at the knee if you're feeling a little strain behind it. Grab the strap ends, the tails, as close to your foot as you can, and then pull down towards the ground. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale, take both strap tails into the right hand and rotate over towards the right. I have to adjust myself, my couch is in the way. Go only as far as you can. Feel a nice stretch on the left IT band, a little twist into the low spine. Inhale the leg back up to center. Take those tails and put it into the left hand this time. Right hand firmly plants the right hip bone down into the mat and we'll open up the left leg to the side. Right foot is still activated and pointing up towards the ceiling. You can take a glance down. Oop, there we go. Inhale the leg back up to center. Release that strap and allow the leg to fall long. Shake it out. Preparing for Savasana now. If you'd like to place a bolster or a pillow underneath your knees, feel free to do so. It's chilly in my house, so I have a blanket. Place a blanket over top of you or put socks on. We're going to stay here just for a minute or two. Lay on back. Allow the legs to fall long. And allow them to splay out, no effort. Hands and can rest long down to your sides, palm facing up. Just take a moment to think about that breath. See if it's changed for you. And then just let it go. Feel the body just melt down into the earth with as little effort as possible. Feeling the earth support your body. big deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. Bring back subtle movements into your body. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, and gradually add bigger movements by rolling the wrists, rolling the ankles. You can reach those arms up long, those toes down long for a nice good morning stretch. And then slowly walk your feet back towards your pelvis. Hug those knees into your chest one last time and roll on over to a fetal position. As little effort as possible, finding comfort with your bottom arm as a pillow. With the strength of your top arm pushing into the floor, push yourself up halfway. Bottom arm will push you up the rest of the way. Sit on height if you'd like. Coming into a cross-legged positions. Hands are at heart center. You can keep those eyes nice and closed. Rest those thumbs gently against your sternum or your heart center. I hope you enjoyed class today. It's a fun one. I think they're all fun though. Challenge yourself. Listen to your body always. If there's something you like, pause and continues to do it. Or pause and keep working at it. That's the glory of recordings. You can always pause and go back and continue to work on yourself as I continue to work on mine. With a deep bow, the light in me honors the light in you because you all are freaking amazing. Enjoy this beautiful, beautiful day. With that, I say namaste.